Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Okay, welcome everyone to the 6th episode of the Monk's Life Story. Today is the 13th of October 2021. And again, welcome everyone to this series of sharing about the story about Monk's life. Okay, we have been, Long Pi have been sharing the many variety story of the monk's life in the past 5 weeks, and this is the 6th episode. And like I mentioned and sharing with everyone last week, we have the last batch of project, which is this month from October 1st until the end of this October. This ordination, we have 10 people from 8 countries, come from around the world, come to Thailand and got themselves a ticket, fly to Thailand and stay 14 days quarantine because of the pandemic of the COVID. And once they finish the quarantine and then they come to Chiang Mai, Thailand, this is the place where we train them. We call Pape International Meditation Retreat in Metang district in Chiang Mai, Thailand, surrounded by the tree, the nature on top of the mountains. It's about 800 meters above the sea level, and we are in the rainy season. And the rain retreat for this year will be ended on the 21st of this month. So monks have to stay 90 days during the rain retreat, and it will be ended on the 21st of this month. And after that, monks are free to travel. Don't have to worry about stay at one place for 6 nights and move on again and come back again. So it's going to be ended, and then we'll be moving on to winter time. This is one of the best time in Thailand, especially here in Thailand in particular. I'm looking forward for that. And many monks brothers here and foreigners, they say the same thing. Winter here is very cold. We live in the small hut, and there's no heater, just rely on blanket and sleeping bag. It's about 4 months from now. It's going to be peaceful, it's going to be cool, and it's going to be perfect for meditation. So hope everyone is doing well wherever you are. Okay, again, welcome everyone to this monk's life story. My name is Long Pi Narongchai. I'm going to be your host today. I'm going to sharing with you the story of the monk's life project, okay, including the monks who ordained in this project, the monks in the past, in the Buddha time, okay, and the story of Buddhism, wisdom from the Buddhist text. Okay, we will spend about 15-20 minutes at the beginning meditation. Sit and meditate together first. I will guide you how to do that, and after that another 30 minutes of sharing and Dhamma talk. And if you have time at the end, maybe I can answer some of the questions that you may have. Okay, so how is your day? Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, Long Pi feel like every single day pass by very fast. There are so many things going on. Okay, good thing though, because during the training, most of my time and my staff, okay, we dedicated to all the participants, everyone who come a long way from home and got themselves ordained and stay with us here 30 days. So there always something's going on. The day start at 4:30 in the morning. We wake them up, help them get dressed, and go to the morning chanting and do the meditation until 6:15. And then some of the monks will go arms round to the village. It's about 2-3 kilometers walk back and forth. And that's our daily activity. And come back for breakfast. And then 9:30 session for meditation, having lunch around 11:30 until 12:30. And then they have personal time. We meet again around 3 p.m. in the evening for another lecture and meditation together. And sometimes we do the walking meditation, sometimes we sit longer session, and sometimes we discuss about the Dhamma topic. And then they have a personal time again around 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Okay, they can exercise, take a walk. It's just a perfect walking environment here. There are many routes that the monk can walk. Some monk walk by themselves, some monk walk with friends. It's just a good environment here because of the nature, because of the hill up and down. It's very good exercise. And then they come back, they take a shower. We meet again around 6:30 for the evening chanting and meditation, and then another session of the Dhamma sharing until sometimes 8:30, sometimes 9 o'clock, and that's it. That's the end of the day. And this is the daily schedule of of monks in general. Okay, it's very simple, it's very relaxing, so we have time back to ourselves to practice ourselves, to learn about the Dhamma, to learn about meditation, and to develop good habits. Okay, this is the on the daily basis. Okay, so I think this lifestyle is very simple and very beautiful, and a lot of people who come to join the training say the same thing. Okay, life in the outside world, it's so moving so fast. Everything have to be fast. You have to be first. Have to be planned. Okay, early in the morning. Okay, rush to work. No time for lunch. Again, in the evening, again, rush to work, rush back home. Okay, do the laundry, eat dinner, and go back to bed again, and get up early again and go out again. This is the daily routine of many people. But when they come here, ordain themselves, they feel like everything time here it's slower than the outside world. We have time to reflect on our own life. We have time to reflect on the purpose of life, how to live life meaningful, how to live life noble. And that's the beauty of the monastic life. And to me, I feel obligated to share, okay, the beauty of this lifestyle to the world. And that is why, we come up with the monk's life story to share with everyone here. Again, wherever you are, whether you Buddhist or non-Buddhist, this is the right place, okay, to joy once a week, okay, to let go and to meditate together, and perhaps learning something from each other, okay, learning something from the Buddha teaching, and you can apply to your daily life. It may help inspire you, it may help encourage you to move forward in your life, and perhaps one day, this program may inspire you to come to Thailand and join the monastic community, being a monk's brother together here in Pape, Thailand. It would be wonderful if everyone can practice meditation on a daily basis. Here in this, session, we have about 1 hour. Like I said, we spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes meditation, another 30 minutes of sharing, and then pretty much, okay, we're done within one hour. I try to make it, in that timing, not too long, and hope that we can come back and meet each other and meditate with each other. This is very important because everyone looking for peace and happiness. Okay, and peace and happiness, the true peace and happiness come from having a peaceful mind. If the mind is at peace, then we can be happy. You may have a lot of things in your life, money, education, success, but if you don't know how to cultivate peace in your mind, you're gonna miss a lot in the most important dimension of the word happiness, which is another refined form of happiness that's available. And that's what the Buddha teach in the past. For monks, we meditate pretty much a lot, okay? For sure, 3 hours a day, early in the morning and late evening, after evening chanting. And during the day, we also have a small session. So 3 hours to 4 hours, and that's what we meditate. And Luang Pi myself, I'm trying to maintain that schedule, to stick with that routine, okay? I'm gonna give myself 3 hours, okay? Usually early in the morning, meditate first, and then let the rest of the day will taking care of itself. And my master said something quite interesting. He said, the more you meditate, not only you feel happier, but everything in life will fall into, a perfect place by itself. All the problem that we have, all the obstacle that we have, and because of the peaceful mind, because of the happy mind, okay, if you attract good people into your life, if you attract better solution to that particular problem into your life, and sometimes the problem just fix itself without doing anything much. Just sit back, relax, meditate, and then the problems goes away. I don't take my word for that. And that's the tip that my master gave to me and monk in the temple. So if you don't know what to do, okay, if a lot of difficult thing happening, in your day, perhaps you can try to, close your eyes somewhere and bring your mind back and to see, okay, where the life will take you on that day. So it's really helpful, okay, no matter what, just give yourself time to meditate. And this is the 6th episode, okay. Tonight we plan to share with you a little bit about the simple life, okay, of the monk. That's why I call it simple. It's always the best, okay. It's always the best. It always works if we keep things simple, don't complicate it ourselves, including meditation. Meditation is simple. but we tend to make it complicated. We have to kind of look for the technique, look for the structure, and then we try to stick with that structure. We kind of make plan in our mind when we meditate. But if we kind of bring back our innocent mind as a child, okay, keep things simple. Anything to see, we just see. Nothing to see, to observe, we observe nothing. Just keep it simple. Okay, so work on that. And this is some of the picture from last ordination. Took place on the 5th of this month at Wat Ban Khun. And today is the 13th, it's about 8 days. So these gentlemen have gone to their ordination. Okay, so they become a monk about 8 days by now. And many of them are having a good time here and starting to be able to adjust themselves to the monastic practice and meditate more and more and know more about the chanting. But the first week is quite challenging to adjust with a lot of things, the food, the schedule, okay, the chanting, sitting long hour, things like that. And after they ordain, okay, they have to adjust to the schedule of the monk, okay, know how to dress, because monk, we dress differently from the lay people. And it takes time to get dressed. It takes time to practice how to dress nice and dress properly and dress fast. So now they're working on it. And that's usually take 1 week. And the third week, they feel comfortable. And the last week, they even feel more comfortable. And then we have more and more time for meditation. And then they start experience, having good experience in their meditation. Usually it's, happening around the 3rd week and the 4th week. And that's how the structure of the trainings go. This is the beauty of the Wat Ban Khun. Okay, if you never been here, okay, hope you can visit Wat Ban Khun someday in the future. To me, this is one of the most beautiful temple, okay, that I ever seen in my life. With 200 novices, okay, it's a boarding school. Novices stay there, study Dhamma there, and we can Dhammarayat, or those who come from a different country, will have a chance to export themselves to this kind of another way of looking at Buddhism, how Buddhism can help the kids to go through school and help them to develop, not only in terms of academic or knowledge, but also in terms of being a good person. This is the beauty of Buddhism, something that not many people know about it. And this is the ordination because of the COVID, and we have to protect ourselves and protect everyone there. Everyone have to wear masks. Before they ordain, they wear the white mask. So after ordination, everyone change to the saffron robes and put on the orange mask as well. And this is after ordination is finished, we take picture with the abbot. 10 of them from 8 countries. Beautiful ceremony. So Long Pi share with everyone this special moment as well, wherever you are. Okay, Sadhu. Tonight, again, the topic is about simplicity. Simple is best, right? So we will get to know how monks live their life simple. What it means by simple life. According to the research done, many researchers done in the U.S. They found out that there's a problem in many American homes about cluster problem. The numbers show like on average on American household have more than 300,000 items in their home. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the researcher found out. 300,000 items. How many things in your home have you ever thought of that number? How many clothes in your closet? How many shoes? How many ties? How many pairs of jeans that you have? And that's the lay life. No problem, as long as you can afford it. But when someone becoming a monk, this is all we allow to have. Only 8 items. Bowl, of course, we need bowl so we can get food from the village, right? This is our kitchen for the rest of our life. And we need to have water flask so we can have water. Right? And we also have this jiwan or ropes. We have outer rope and inner rope, okay? 2 pieces. And we have belt with the skirt, right? Skirt and belt. And we also have the needle. We have to fix if the rope is broken, has a hole, then we have to fix it by using this needle. And we also need to have a razor to shave our head every 15 days. And that's all, 8 items. Very simple. And this is what the monk in the past have, monk nowadays and monk in the future. With these 8 items, then we can survive for the rest of our life. It's so simple, very simple. And when a man ordained, we give them 1 box, this blue box, This is all they allow to have in 1 month. They have chanting book, they have water flask, they have flashlight, they have soap and shampoo, everything put in this blue box, and then they stay with that for 30 days. Okay, after they got themselves registered, so the mentor monk will take them to the place where they stay. And here is this picture to me is remind me of when I first ordained. Okay, this is where I actually stay 15 years ago. I stay in the tent like this, one tent for 1 month, and this is the bed. So in the rainy season, we move out of the tent and we stay on the bigger tents with individual bed like this, just like a soldier. If you have gone to military training, so this picture may, you may understand what Dong P is trying to share with you. We were enforced with discipline, respect, and patience, and feel content of everything that we possess, everything that we allow to have. No negotiate. We learn how to feel content at the day one. We cannot select, oh, can I change the tent? Can I change the bed? Can I get the new bowl? Can I get the new rope? This one, I don't like it. No, that kind of attitude, it's unacceptable. Okay, we kind of minimize the desire in our mind, just feel content of whatever the training provide. And when they come to ordination, usually the preceptor at the end of the ordination, preceptor will give them 4 things. This is called 4 basic requisites. This information will be given right after they ordain. Okay, 4 things they cannot do and 4 things they can do. This is the 4 things they can do. First, you can go alms round. Get to go to the village with the bowl, and then people will give you food. And then you can wear this saffron robe legally. Okay, if you not got yourself ordained from the preceptor, you cannot just put this on. Okay, it's illegal. And the third one, you allow to stay in the suitable place, the foot of tree, the cave, on top of the mountain, in the empty hut. Okay, just you have to imagine yourself back to the Buddha time, and that's what people did, right? Ordain and then go somewhere, quiet and just meditate or practice on his own. Okay, go get the food from the village, come back to the forest or to the cave, and meditate all day long. And that's what the typical situation in the Buddha time. But here the monk allowed to stay in the small hut, small kuti. Okay, and the third one is they allowed to use medicine if they're sick or not feeling well. And here is the typical monk's activity: get up early, go alms round, eat from the bowl, and things like that. And this is kuti and the meditation hall. And when in that kuti, we call kuti, it's like hut. And in that kuti, we put the tent inside. Okay, it looked like this, very comfortable. You feel privacy, and you have your own world in that 2x2 tents. And people like it. Okay, this is the setting. So let's take a look at the video that Dong P prepared for you.
This is the Bape Meditation Retreat in beautiful Chiang Mai, Thailand. A place that a number of monks call home. They are surrounded by nature, fresh air, and a comfortable place to train. These are some of the accommodations for the monks. Actually, for new monks, this is the accommodation. Tents. That's right. Basic, brown, relatively small tents. For new monks, they must first train themselves. And where and how one sleeps is actually a great setting for new monks to learn valuable lessons. Upon entering monkhood, one must be able to let go of his attachments and adjust to a new way of living. This is what we call a simple life. To begin, the new monk must prepare his place to sleep. He begins by sweeping the floor. Once completed, he begins to assemble his tent. Although they may be a slightly more modern style, these tents are similar in concept to what monks used back in the Buddhist time as they traveled. This tent-style sleeping serves several purposes. Functionally, the tent protects from mosquitoes, insects, rain, sunshine, wind, and cold. It gives a modest amount of privacy for the monk. Once the tent is set, he lays down a thin mat. This mat is used as an insulator to protect from the hardness and cold of the ground. This gives him a bit of extra comfort for sleeping. The second purpose of sleeping in these tents is that it's used as a form of training for new monks. It introduces them to simplicity and the experience of what it's like to be a monk. As monks, we live a minimalist lifestyle. Each monk is responsible for taking care of his own living space. In the process, he begins to realize that we actually don't need much space in order to be happy. He starts to understand the concept of how small is beautiful. It shows him that despite having little materially, the limited space of his tent provides him with a good feeling. This space allows him to enjoy his alone time and eventually his own company. Typically, people like to indulge. Sleep is no different. Sleeping in a tent with minimal comfort is another form of self-training, because with the more minimal amount of comfort, people will get up earlier. They are supported in the battle against one of the biggest internal enemies, laziness. When he gets up early, he affords himself more time to cultivate a morning routine that consists of chanting and meditation. This disciplined morning schedule allows him to make the most out of his mind that is fresh, has less thoughts, and is ready for meditation. And without him being fully aware of the process, he begins to slowly purify himself. He starts to detach, and he starts to let go. And all of this happens as a result of simply changing his sleeping environment and habits.
And that is a very first generation of the Monk's Life project. Okay, and this is the latest version of the hut and the tent. It's bigger and more comfortable, and we have about 7 kuti by now. Here I have Venerable Kenneth from Colorado, USA, and he joined this Monk's Life project. And he's 65 years old. He's the oldest in this group. He's being a big brother. And he said this is his first time coming away from home alone, okay, from the US, come to Thailand, 14-day quarantine, and got himself ordained. And he really liked it here. It's like a destiny. Where has he been 65 years ago? And now he found his brothers from different countries in these 15 days that they have been living together. We are 50% through the project now, another 2 weeks to go. This is where he lives, and this is how he feels, okay?
This is the best spot in the whole retreat right here. This is the condominium. This is where they put the guys that are really wanting to get into the earth right here.
And how do you feel staying in this little tent?
Feel wonderful here. Just wonderful. You come out and sit in the nighttime and hear the crickets sing, and you can meditate out here, and you can read out here, and hardly any sounds at all except nature, almost all nature. Every now and then you see another monk come walking up the trail, but it's just kind of really solitude here, really nice here. Absolutely wonderful.
You got scared or anything by yourself in the nature like this?
I'm not going to say. Not really. I have a light, so I can turn the light on, but not scared, no. First night was scary, but after that, not at all.
Okay.
So it's been a great experience. Been a really great experience so far. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the story of the Monk's Life project of this batch, and this is how the monks live. Okay. So Luang Pi would like to encourage everyone to kind of reflect on the story that we learned together from each week. Tonight we learned about simplicity, live life simple, right? So it would be most benefit from everyone to reflect on this and go back to your world, open up your closets, whatever in your house, and to see if anything that you may not need it, but it has been there for a very long time. Okay, so monk, we try to keep things simple. We try to minimize everything in life. That is why initially the Buddha start off with 8 items allow monk to have, and to me that's still applicable nowadays. Okay, so with that 8 items, so we can survive, we can go anywhere. So I usually, if I travel, I can pack my luggage in less than 30 minutes, whether I travel in the country or overseas. But the bottom line is we keep things simple, we minimize everything in life, and we learn how to feel content. Okay, do you feel content of what you have, of who you are? Contentment is a good start of finding peace on a daily basis. Feel appreciate of things around you. But content, it doesn't mean don't want to develop yourself. I am happy as a lazy person. You did not study hard, you get the bad score on the test, and you're happy about that. I feel content about that score. That's not the case. Okay, contentment is about wisdom, about right understanding that hey, life can be better. If I work hard, study hard, I can make a good score next exam. It's about having wisdom to simplify our life, to feel content of what we have. Please come back and meditate together and learn something from each other. And most importantly, put everything that you learn tonight into action, into practice. Until we meet again, please meditate every day. Give yourself, maybe start from 5 minutes a day, okay, 10 minutes a day. To me, it's worth it. It's worth doing it. 5 minutes first, and then go to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you can meet 30 minutes, that's even better. So meditation, it's something you can do anywhere. It doesn't cost anything. It's the most effective tool to cleanse the mind. It's the most effective way to find inner peace inside yourself. Anywhere, just close your eyes, sit back and relax. Okay, so wish everyone stay safe, stay happy until we meet again. So please have a good day, please have a good night. Rejoice in everyone's merit.